stocks or indexes. So in trading, we don't just buy and sell stocks or indexes. We also buy and sell deals. Deals? What kind of deals? Deals on stocks and indexes. So I'm going to show you the deal that I bought. So can I get some idea of what that means? Deals have dates. They also have prices. Price is a condition of the deal. It's a requirement of the deal. It's specifics to the deal. It's the benefit of the deal. It's what the deal does. So this also has a symbol. It's triple Q. So deals are things specific to something. In this case, it's a deal on triple Q. So it's a deal on triple Q from now till June 13th, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you check the date, it's probably June 13th for probably a Friday. And deals are end of the day. It's not 2 o'clock of the day or 9 o'clock at night. It's 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that's what this deal is. There's a second part of the deal, and it's price. The deal is at the specific price, $4.90. It's not 500, it's not $20, it's at $4.90. So when triple Q hits 490, you have a deal. Well, you get a deal at 490. In this case, it's a deal on a quantity as well. It's not like 2 shares or 1,000,000 shares. It's exactly all the time 100 shares. When you buy one deal, in this case, this one deal, it gives you a deal for 100 shares to do something with 100 shares. In this case, the deal to buy 100 shares. So the action item for calls is to buy it. It's not to sell it. It's not to throw it away. It's not to put under your bed. It's to buy it. It's a deal to buy something. So a summary of this deal is really simple. It's a deal to buy 100 shares of triple Q until June 13th, Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And that deal is at a specific price. It's $4.90. Not 400, not 2, it's $4.90. $4.90 what? $4.90. US dollars, not Canadian, not Jamaican dollars. Okay? So deals are very specific to the point. Specific in what it is about, triple Q. Specific in a date, how long the deal is for. Specific in as far as the price, $4.90, and specific in the action. Action, what action? Action to buy, in this case. Not an action to sell, it's not an action to transfer. No, it's an action to buy something. That is the complete description of the deal and the benefit of it. So if I was in a courtroom, right, and the judge asked me, hey, what deal did you buy? What deal did you expect? What deal did you pay for? Right? That's how I describe it. Deals cost a bunch of money. It's not for free. We don't have charity. We don't have people giving charity deals. No one does that. What are you thinking? This deal cost me, here, average price. It's $33.25, and deals are quoted per share. It's not for the total deal price. That's not it. It's on a per share rate. So because this deal entitles you to 100 shares, and the rate per share is $33.25, it's going to be 100 times $33.25. That's right, $33.25 US. Everything okay, Vince? Got it?
Yeah, got it.
And I can't say it any more clear than that. So you can check it over, right? You've got this recorded. Might help you out. Okay. We have to protect deals because if triple Q goes down, we need to protect it. At least have some protection. We have to limit the price as far as how much we want to not lose. And in this deal here, it says May 20th, 2025, that's this year, 502 put. So very similar to the first one, this deal is all about triple Q. This deal also has time. This deal is only till May 20th, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I think May 20th is a Friday. I'm just gonna do a quick check here on my calendar. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so this deal ends on Tuesday next week, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's what May 20th. So you gotta check. Because this deal was on a Friday, this one's actually on a Tuesday. This deal has the same thing. It's for 100 shares because you only bought one deal. Deals are always in multiples of 100. Always multiples of 100. 100 what? 100 shares. Not 100 puppies, 100 shares. And deals are always to buy something or to sell something. This deal is to sell something because it's a put. It's a different word than call, so it can't mean the same thing. So this first one is a deal to buy something at a price, buy 100 shares at $4.90. This is a deal to sell something. In this case, it's a deal to sell triple Q at 502 US. So this is like insurance because you want to fix the price. You want to fix the price of what you bought it for. So if you bought it for 502, you want to sell it for 502. That's what this does. So let's take a look at this here. How does this work mathematically? So if I was to put the deals on here, it might make it a little bit easier for you. We have a deal to buy 100 shares at 490. So I'm going to put a line here at 490. So you understand visually where we're buying triple Q. We're buying triple Q at 490. And you go, well, did we buy it? No, we didn't buy the shares. How can we buy shares at 490? It's gonna cost us like 49 grand US. It doesn't work. It's the reason why we have the option to buy that 490, but we can't buy that 490 right now. We don't have the funds. Okay, 5,000 Canadian is 3,500 US. It's not 49 grand US. All right, so if you actually, I'll say it better. Let's pretend you borrowed 49 grand US. Okay, I know you call your girlfriend, hey, your sugar mama. So you call your sugar mama and say, hey, I got a deal. Ronnie got me a deal this morning. He bought me a deal this morning to have the ability to buy 100 shares of Triple Q for 490 bucks. Okay. Yeah, Ronnie bought me a deal. Crazy guy. He bought me a deal. This guy, right? He told me about Triple Q and told me it was important to just focus on Triple Q. And he started with 100 shares. Well, I don't have the funds for 100 shares. That'd be like 49 grand US. Okay. So Ronnie just got me the deal that I can do that anytime I want between now and let me check again. Oh, the deal is still June 13th. Okay. So this deal is not forever. Okay, there's a time limit on this thing. Okay, after this date, I don't have that privilege anymore. I don't have that arrangement. I don't have that situation. I don't have that benefit. I don't have that dream. Because my dream is to own 100 shares of Triple Q like a business, okay, and just make money from it every day. Okay. That's what Ronnie told me anyways. I've yet to see it. Okay. You understand the deal that you have now, Vince? You
I
kind of
do.
get this part here. Okay.
Yes.
So you go, oh shit, Ronnie, I forgot to tell you. You know that girl I met in the mall a couple days ago? Yeah. She's a sugar mommy. I said, you're kidding. Yeah, she's 45. Holy shit. So what's your benefit? Oh, she can get me 49 grand US. Oh, that's what a sugar mommy is. That's her. That's her. All right. So
Exactly.
Vince, why don't you do this? I will put 49 grand US in your account later on today. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take this deal because it says right here we can buy 100 shares of Triple Q for 490. Isn't that what that amount is?
Yes.
Well, it's basic math. I'm not gonna do that math for you. I'm not gonna teach it either. Right? It's just this number times 100 and you get this one. So the term they use for that, Vince, is exercise the option. These deals are called options. Okay. I don't like using the word option because that means nothing to me or my student. Actually, it means something to me, but it doesn't mean anything to my students, right? If I was to teach just like, oh, this is a call option, you'd be like, what does that mean? Call option. I don't know what that means. But you certainly understand deals, right? Don't you do deals every day of your life? Yeah? Deal with a girlfriend, take her out on a date, and she
Yep.
loves you till you die, right? It's not a deal. It's a transaction, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Well, that's what deals are. I mean, people may not say it's a deal, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. We have deals, right? You and I have a deal, don't, isn't it the same thing? I'm your trainer, right? I'm your business partner. Is not a deal? You get some
Yes.
benefit and value. We were both happy because we have something from that arrangement. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Well, that's deals are done every day, brother. Whether it's be with money or not, or love, or I don't know. That's how I see it. I know that sounds cold, but bro, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Trust me, if I don't keep my girlfriend happy with deals, she's gonna leave. Okay, that's how that works. The deal is you gotta take me out to dinner, okay? Or bye bye. It's simple deal. Deal for guys. All right, so exercise the option. In other words, take the deal. Okay, exercise the option means take the deal. Okay, so if I told my girlfriend, so listen, you have an option from now till whenever. Actually, I'll say till June 13th. Okay, you can marry me any day. That's the deal. Anytime you want. Well, girlfriend goes away, and sure enough, after a week, she thinks about the deal and she goes, yeah, I'll marry you. So she takes the deal, right? It's the same thing. So here, you'd exercise the option, and I'll show you how we do an exercise of an option as well in Questrade. Okay, I'm very detailed like that. Just so you know, I don't joke around. Okay. So that's how you would exercise the option. So you take the 49 grand, Questrade would see this request, it's an order, and they would take the 49 grand, buy yourself 100 shares, right? Pay 490 for it, and the shares are yours. So it doesn't matter what this price is. It's 516. It says 516 right now. It's present
I do.
price, right? That's
Yes.
not your deal. This is the deal for normal people. That's not your deal. Your deal is this number, 490. You get to pay 490, okay, for 100 shares of Triple Q whenever you want. You can't do it right now because I just told you, you don't have this number, okay? But if you were to have it from your sugar mommy, you know, maybe she does a little deposit for you, you could take the deal, right? You could exercise the deal. Make sense?
Yes.
So I'll say it better. Your privilege price, your reserve price, your VIP price is not the same thing like for Ronnie, because Ronnie doesn't have this deal. I did not buy this deal. You bought this deal with this morning. It's right here. You paid for it right here. You paid $33.25 for that deal for each share, which is a total of 33.25 US. You understand?
I do.
Because deals are not for free. I just told you that, remember? Okay, so what's the benefit? Well, the deal is really simple. Let's say this price goes up to, I don't know, 550 before June 13th. Would be kind of nice, right? Imagine that. You'd be paying something that is at 550 for 490, which means you'd make $60 per share. Is that true?
Yes.
But you would if it's at 550 and you get to buy it for 490, don't you make $60? That's the difference between what you pay for it and what it's worth, right?
Yes.
But you have 100 shares. So if you make $60 on each share, wouldn't that be 6 grand US?
It would.
You understand how this trade makes money now? I'm going after 6 grand US.
Yes. I do.
I know it's a lot of information, that's why I record it. And I try and go slow. I'm very deliberate. I don't just keep talking without no pauses. It's going to be hard for you to get it. Right? You need a little bit of time to think about each line sometimes. Because I do this easily, but this is new for you. Right? And I have to try and get you to see all the little parts and how they connect to each other. Right? Because this is what traders have to do. I have to visualize where this price can go in this amount of time. June 13th, right? So June 13th, when I look at my calendar, I'm going to count the days. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. That would be 20 trading days, right? Plus
Yes.
today, Thursday and Friday, that's 23 trading days. So I'm gonna define the business plan for you. Vince, in 23 days. Okay, 23 trading days, okay, not weekends. Okay, here, I'll put it here for you. Trading days. Don't be confused. We don't trade on weekends. Okay. Unless you have a national holiday in the US, right? You know, sometimes you have national holidays, right? You know, Martin Luther King Day, I don't know, President Day, you know, dog eat the biscuit day. So that day wouldn't be a trading day, right? That'd be taken away from us. But
Yes.
assuming all things being constant, right? Where trading is open Monday to Friday, we have 23 trading days. Now, I'm not one to know by heart the US holidays. I'm Canadian. I don't know all the, right? So you know, if you ever want to know, you could just Google it, right? You could just go
Yeah.
US, I don't know, holidays. And I could look here. Hey, what's this? So right away I lost the day, right? It says
Yes.
last day in May, Memorial Day, that thing. Okay.
Okay.
So last day in May. Yeah, what would that be? That'd be May 31st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, That falls on a Saturday. Anyways, I'll just assume I'll lose one day somehow. Okay. So I'm gonna drop this down to 22. Cool.
Okay.
Can I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very exact like that. I try and be. Just so you know. All right. So what I'm thinking is this: if this gets to 550, what percentage is that? It's another $34. $34. So that's around just under 7%. I don't expect you to do the math so fast because you're not really in trading mode. Okay. But a 7% gain. That would be that would be a nice thing to have, is what I'm gonna say. Because that would put this thing at 550. Right? Triple could be at 550. And if I have a deal to buy that 490, that means I make $60 per share. If I have a right, because it's 100 shares, it'd be 6 grand US. Got it? Right? Grand US is about 9,000 Canadian. You started out with this amount, right? This number?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just say start. So this would be worth probably, I don't know, 14 Canadian, something like that. Okay, because if you gain 6 grand US, it's about another 9 grand. So, okay, you can get the math a little bit? This is just using an example, a projection, a nice to have, a possibility, right? So where is the most realistic price? The most realistic price when we're looking at price targets is always the ceiling. What's that? Ceiling, the thing you hit your head on when you jump up and you come back down because there's something there. Thing. Well, prices also have ceilings, not just human beings. If I jump up right now, right? There's a ceiling above my head. Sure, I'm pretty sure if I hit that ceiling, I'm gonna have an ouch and I'm gonna come back down. See this price here? It goes up here and then it comes back down. See this price here? And it comes back down. There's a ceiling here. There's 2 times where price went up to this line, this area, this price here. What is it? 540, right? Is the number here? 540? Okay, so there's a ceiling there. There's a resistance. Can't go through it. They don't like it. Hurts their head. Ceiling, also known as resistance. It will resist you from going through. Resist you from going up. Prices don't like that. It did it twice to remind you it doesn't like that. You need to see it. You need to see that. You need to see what that means. It means that when this price goes to 540, what do you think is going to be the experience? It's going to want to come back down, don't you think?
Yeah. I do.
Well, I'll make it really easy for you. If this is a girl I'm asking out for date and I get rejected here and rejected here, the same girl, this line, the same girl, and I'm going to approach her again, guess what I'm thinking, Vince? I'm going to get rejected again. Yeah, that's how it works for me because there's a pattern there. That same girl did it to me twice. Stood me up, right?
Yeah.
Ignored me. Whatever. Rejected me. I don't care. Call whatever you want. It's a no-go. So traders can see that. They should see it. So really, this is not realistic. I'm just dreaming. I was using that as an example. but traders don't trade. I can't trade. That girl's not gonna. I'm gonna have the same problem like the last two times. 550 is a nice to have, right? It'd be nice if you change your mind. Yeah, maybe 3 times lucky. Can I get this a little bit, Vince?
I do.
I have to use out of context trading things. Sorry, I might not be able to visualize it if I just stop tech trading stuff. Okay. So just think of price ceilings as I hate to use this example, but I am going to. Think of it as a girl that you've asked out once here and you got turned down. You ask her, same girl, you got turned down again. So your girlfriend's this girl that you're trying to date, her name is Price. Okay? Yeah. What a name for a girl. What's your name, honey? My name's Price. Price. Would you like to go out? No. So here she rejects me, right? And I run away. She just kind of made me feel so bad. I kind of went down in my self-esteem. Okay. She did the same thing here. Oh boy. I couldn't recover, Vince. I was just refalling there. Right. But I'm kind of getting my confidence back. See my confidence, Vince? Check out my confidence. Ooh. Okay. Confidence, right? So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm taking another shot at Price. I'm gonna go. I'm getting closer towards her, Vince. Can you see? See? Getting closer. Getting the courage to approach her. Ask her. So my buddy Vince says, hey, how long are you gonna do this for? Can't waste your time with this girl, man. Okay, Vince, I'm gonna do this till June 13th. Okay, so my time frame, I run out. I only have this deal at 490 till June 13th, right? So if I can get price to 540 before June 13th, right? I could exercise the deal. Make sense?
I do.
But I only after June 13th, I can't get price at 490. Right? The deal's over, time's up. Okay. If I tell my girlfriend that, okay, listen, I'm getting old now, eh? I need some permanency. You got till June 13th. Okay, my next birthday, yeah. Not till midnight, 4 p.m. Eastern time. You either decide you're gonna marry me, right? Or bye. Bye. That means you don't get the deal anymore. I'm moving on, moving forward. I'm gonna find someone else. So that's the deal with Triple Q. It's not my girlfriend, it's Triple Q. Okay. So you can buy Triple Q between now and June 13th for this price. Okay. See this price here? Yeah, it's like a privilege. Because everybody right now, they don't get to buy it for 490. They got to pay what the present price is, this number here as it changes. You understand?
Yeah.
I have to spend a little time with this class because it's a really important class. I have to be very deliberate in our space, time, and information, and visualization, because it's the core of how things are done and how we evaluate, how we visualize a trade, how we visualize making money from the trade, the amount of money of the trade, the time required for the trade, the time expected for the trade, the cost of it, the details, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about risk management now. Now that you know why this was done, how it can work, amount of time that it takes, the numbers, let's talk about the flip side. Let's say prices start going down from here. Okay. I'll make it up for you. Overnight, when everyone was sleeping, something bad happened overnight. I don't know. Maybe there's a war with US and Russia. I don't know. Pick something. COVID comes back again. I want to ask you a question. Do you think that's a good thing for Triple Q?
No.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good thing,
Yeah.
right? So Triple Q is gonna fall, right? Okay, which means that we need some protection if it falls, right? And the protection is right here. You're gonna need to bail on your Triple Q. You need to sell your Triple Q. Make sense? If this starts
Yes.
falling, you need to sell it. Well, we don't hold things that's going down, just so you know. Okay, that should be a no-brainer. We don't hold things that's going down, just so you know. If Triple Q starts to fall, we need to be out of it. Anything that you buy and it goes down, we sell it. You understand?
Yes.
Still not sure? Okay, no problem. I'll make it up for you. Any relationship that I have, any new relationship, old or new or existing, and it goes down, Vince, I'm getting rid of it. Is that better for you? You understand that one?
Yes.
Okay, well, I do the same with stocks or trades. No exception. So the problem why people lose money, Vince, is because they think Triple Q is gonna come back. Hey, Ronnie, don't sell it yet. Let's just wait and see what happens because I have a feeling things could be better tomorrow. It's the same reason why people hold on to bad relationships, right? Because my buddies do this to me all the time. Hey, Ronnie, she's not that bad, we had a good thing going on, right? See, look, see, it was good. Yeah, see, that's good. And this going down here, it's just temporary. I just need, everyone has their bad days. Just need to give her some time to come around and yeah. I'm like, no, that's not what I see. You're deal breakers, right? What you say is true, but they're deal breakers. So what's our deal breaker? Our deal breaker is really simple. We use average price, right? Yellow dot, this thing. Talked about for a bit now, right? This yellow dot here, average price.
Yes.
We do not hold things if average price is falling. You got it? We also have another criteria. Price has to be above average price. Okay, so in trading, there's two requirements. Average price must be rising, right? We talked about average prices, right? 10 days, kind of like dating, that thing. This is like a review for you, right?
Yes.
It's not the first time I've talked about average price. I talk about it almost every class. These yellow dots, average price. So if average price is falling, and you go, what's that? I mean, what's that? Let me draw you a picture. This thing, falling, going down. Yellow dots going down. You got it, Vince? Can you see it?
Got it.
Because I can't teach using your eyes, okay? That one I fail. That's like a optometrist. You understand the difference between this picture and this one, Vince? Can you see it? There's nothing to understand, okay? Just use your eyes, okay? It's not like
Yep.
a formula. Okay, you don't have to be intelligent. Just open your eyes, okay? All right. We also use candlesticks, right? This thing?
Yes.
Still not sure? Here, I'll tell you what. I'll take out the average price. Okay. What do we know about empty candles? Empty balloons? Where do they go?
Up.
They
Up.
go upward. What do we know about solid balloons? Filled balloons, with water.
They go down.
All right. Well, that's what I see. That's how I understand candles. Because the solid ones, remember they start at 9:30 from the top and they close at the bottom, right? We talked a little bit about candles. You kind of have to start getting this. Okay. I'm gonna draw in how candle works here. This is the top of the candle. It's where the opening price is. Opening price. Price we start at. Okay, I'll put some words in here for you so you can understand the visualization of it. Price we start at. When? 9:30. I mean when? That's when the market's open. That's where we start at. You understand this word? You understand this thing that I wrote here?
I do.
Okay, this is very specific. That would be here at the top of the candle because it's a solid one. This is here. So price, this line, 492.43, right? That's where we start at. At the bottom of the candle, right? That'd be here. Okay. That is what we call the closing price. Closing, you know, end of day, that thing, 4 p.m.
Yes.
Closing price. Store closes, everybody go home, have a big nap till tomorrow. As a teacher, I tend to say something like 2 or 3 different ways. You haven't noticed. Because I don't know which one appeals to you or which one you understand. So maybe you don't like closing price. Okay, how about end of day price? Don't like that one? Okay, how about 4 p.m.? Hopefully you understand one of those, or I give up. I mean, I don't have I don't have a fourth one to help you. Okay. Maybe you don't like opening price. Okay, beginning price. How's that? Maybe you like that word better. Beginning price. To exhaust my English language here to kind of for you to get it. I don't care. You understand how candles work now?
I do.
What these pictures mean? So that's what it is for a solid candle. Okay. For an empty candle, it's flipped around. Yeah, what does that mean? It means that the opening price is at the bottom. This empty one here, opening price is here. Opening price at the bottom. Bottom, what does that mean? Bottom, bottom of the body, bottom of the candle, this thing. Okay, that's the 9:30 price. That's the opening price, the beginning price. At the top of the candle, that's the end price. This line here, this price. End price, 4 p.m., that thing. Price where we close at, price where we ended at, end of the day. You sure you understand candles? Because this is the last class I'm having on this. Okay, you're gonna have to get it after a while. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Fair.
You get confused, not sure, you can always ask me. Okay. Lots of stuff on the internet regarding candles. It's not like some big magic trick that people don't know, I don't use, I don't understand. So traders use candles because they're more visual than the Western charts. Remember the Western charts where you have so Western traders use these bars. I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed. I cannot look on these bars and figure out as easy with the candles. Remember how these work? Closing prices on the right side, opening prices here, and that's the trading range. Okay. So this is the closing price, see? This guy. Opening price is this one. Oh. This guy here, that line. Okay. You understand why we use candlestick charts now? It's a lot easier, right? It's a lot more visual. Does that make sense?
Way better.
Like, what the heck is this, man?
I don't understand. Yeah.
You want me to figure out all of these lines? How? I'm not gonna get used to this, right? It's not happening for me. Maybe Western traders got used to this. I don't get it. All I know is if I look in an area and I see a lot of empty balloons floating up, I know that's an uptrend. If I look in an area and I see a lot of solid balloons falling down, I know that's a downtrend. It's one little peak. I don't have to think too much. Don't have to hurt my head. Okay. So we're gonna practice this a little bit because I want to make sure you understand what an uptrend and a downtrend looks like. Okay. Uptrends and downtrends. So I'll give you an example of some uptrends so you can kind of get an idea what visually uptrends look like. Fair enough? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just draw it for you if you can't see it or draw the area. Okay. But I mean, it should be fairly evident, right? I mean, this is not like Vince, man. You can see a tennis ball going at 100 kilometers an hour. Okay, this should be a no-brainer for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, tennis is a lot harder, eh? Seeing that fast ball bouncing with spin, yeah,
Yeah.
not a good experience. You know, you guys keep telling us to keep an eye on the ball, and I'm thinking, yeah, how? How does that work, Vince? That advice, keeping your eye on the ball. I've never been able to capitalize on that information before, keeping your eyes on the ball. Maybe keeping your head fixed might be better. I remember in the
Yeah.
old days, they used to tell me to keep my eyes on the ball. I'm thinking, keep your eyes on the ball. And I keep hearing, I'm thinking, like, this is not working, bro. This is not working, right? What they really should have taught, Vince, was keeping your head still, right? Keeping your head fixed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So really, you know, it's just English, right? It's such a different experience because when I keep my head fixed, like say I hit the ball and I actually keep my head down without looking up, well, it's a nice shot, just like the pros, right? Isn't that what the pros do?
Yeah.
But
It
what do
is.
we do? We hit and then immediately we look up during the shot, right? Isn't that how normal people play? We want to see where the ball goes, right? See if we did a good shot, see where it's
Yes.
going. Maybe if we look up, we can control where it's going. How about that one? A lot of people believe that, eh? They think, Vince, if they hit the ball, right, and they look up to where, like, say they look at the corner, they can hit the corner. That doesn't work like that. We both know that, right?
Yeah.
But isn't that how it is at the club level, right? So you
Exactly.
kind of get an idea how uptrends here look, Vince, the pattern, the look.
I do.
These are different companies, but they all have the same look. Would you agree?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look on some of the downside. Vince, man, picture. Seeing is believing. What is going on here? You understand why we don't buy penny stocks, Vince?
Do.
That's a lot of solid candles, and it's very consistent. Wow, wow. OMG, what is going on here? That's from 20 bucks. Oh man. Oh boy. It used to be 115. Now, why am I doing this exercise? Is because I'm trying to get your eyes to easily see and understand visually what the trade would be like and what's needed for the trade. We didn't talk about shorting. We'll pick that up later on. Um, later on, let's see here. Should I do shorting? Let me think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do shorting. Yeah, you're stuck with me, right? You told me you wanted to do this full time, right? So
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna do shorting. All right, tell you what, let's take a little break because I gotta use that washroom thing. Usually it's you who have this request. I beat you this time.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So I'll be back in give me a couple of minutes, okay? All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Vince, how you doing, buddy? You doing okay? You okay with the class and everything?
Yeah, amazing. I just used the washroom as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, a lot of pressure, eh? All right.
no, it's good. Just quick question. Because
Yeah.
my friend wants to know when we're gonna train today. So what time
Oh,
should I
okay.
tell him?
What's good for you? I'm pretty easy going. Ask your friend what
No,
time he's going.
it kind of depends on me.
Okay.
Uh, so it's
Well,
just like
let me
whenever you
ask
want to go
you.
till,
Well, let me ask you. What's good for you? Because I'm pretty
uh,
open.
like
I got
maybe
a
we.
class. Yeah, I got a class in the afternoon today, but and I got tennis at 7 o'clock. But apart from the afternoon class, I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah, we can go till maybe 11. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you kind of get an idea, excuse me, as far as these patterns of solid candles when they're going down. You kind of get it a little bit. It's just
Yep.
a picture, okay? It's not like magic, man. Okay, you can see it, right? Okay. I mean, I don't really need to show you. You can see this, right? Okay. You can see the trends, these solid candles, right?
Yes.
Falling. Okay. Suppose you go, hey, Ronnie, I can't see the candles. Okay, no problem. I'll maybe you can see the yellow dots. I'll put the yellow dots on. How's that? All right. And you see the average price, the yellow dots going down? Is that better for you? These
Yes.
things, yellow dots. Okay. So Vince, we kind of get a double bonus. If you can't see the candles, I don't know, maybe if you're freaked out by candles or whatever, the shapes, the colors, I don't know. Okay, no problem. Just look on the yellow dots. Think of this as an airplane. Okay, it's a black sky, right? You're air traffic controller, right? If you just look on the yellow dots, you can see this plane's going down, right? Can't see that this plane's going down? Yeah, it looks like it's going down to me. I don't think there's anything ambiguous or uh, confusing. All these airplanes are going down, right? See how this airplane's going up here? That doesn't look like this doesn't look like it's going up now. It looks like it's free falling, kind of steep, don't you think?
Pretty steep.
So things that fall steeply, do you think they're gonna have a chance of recovering or I don't know, stabilizing? I
Pretty
don't think
low.
so.
No.
Okay. You've done roller coasters before, right?
Yep.
Well, just so you know, when it gets steep, you're gonna free fall. That's been my experience. I actually not crazy about that experience. It makes me sick. So it's the same thing with price, okay? It's the same thing with the price and the angle of price. And then some things just fall gradually, kind of consistent, right? So the term they use for this sort of pattern is linearity, when it's just kind of linear, unpredictable, or consistent. Consistently going up or consistently going down. Okay. All right. So let me just check here. 1026. Okay, what I want to do is I want to cover the risk management of this trade, a little bit more detail, so you kind of get an idea of the numbers. So let's talk about worst case scenario. Tell me what you think would be a worst case scenario. What would be a bad thing for Triple Q?
If it were to go to $1.
Cool. So let's take that scenario. if triple Q goes to $1, we have oops, logged out. Oh, maybe we just okay, that's probably just protection. So Vince, when you're inactive in an account, it's gonna automatically log you out if you don't do anything in it. I think it's just as a safeguard. Okay. You wanna log back in again? Yeah, I think they put this in that so if you walk away from your screen, right? I don't know, you're in the washroom and talking to your girlfriend or something, it will log you out so people don't have access. Okay. Oh, you don't have remote control, do you? See
No,
here.
I was trying to do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Try now. Forget I logged out
Got
before.
it. All right, cool. Okay, so let's look at our insurance policy. Let's look at our protection policy, right? We talked about what we can gain and how it would work. Let's talk about what happens if we're very wrong and triple Q goes down to $1 tomorrow or today. Make sense? Yeah.
So this deal is not a deal to buy something at a fixed price. This one's a deal to buy triple Q at 490, right? We just talked about that.
Yes.
Remember the beginning of the class? Okay. So you have a deal right now where you can buy 100 shares at 490. This pink line here. Okay, 490. So your deal is you have the right to buy 100 of these shares at this pink price. Everyone right now, they have to pay this price. Present price, 517.43. This white line. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, you understand? They don't have deals because they didn't buy it, they didn't pay for it. It's not a free deal. You paid for it, remember? $33 a share, that thing. Right? This was a cost of the deal, remember? This number here.
Yes.
These aren't deals aren't for free, okay? I'll say it better. Someone has 100 shares of triple Q, okay? And they're going to allow you to take it from them for 490. And you have that right, that privilege, that option from now till June 13th. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. I'll draw a little picture here for you. I'm going to call this guy John. All right. John presently owns 100 shares of triple Q. You have something that he wants. You said, hey, John, buddy, make me a deal. I want a deal where I can buy your shares for 490 bucks US. All 100, not 50, not 2, all 100 shares. I want that deal. So John goes, 490? You want to buy my shares for 490? Okay. Uh, how long you want this deal for? I want it for June 13. June 13, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Sure, I'll give you that deal. And he goes, hey, Vincent, just so you know, the deal is not for free. Yeah, I know what you want. I'll give it to you. There's a price for it. And you okay with this price? And you go, what's the price? Oh, the price is $33.25 for each share. That deal for that arrangement.
for that thing, for that, I'm gonna say, your needs. So you agreed to it. You paid John $33.25 for each deal, for each share. Because it's 100 shares, it's 33.25 US. Can I get it now? Get a visual for you? That's where the shares are going to be
Yes.
coming from. Okay. So this is your account. I'll just draw a little box here. This is you. Okay, you converted this thing. I don't know, it's 3,500 euros, right? So John reminds you that he only deals in US currency. So you see this thing here, we had to convert it. Yeah, this morning, remember that thing? Thing I did? Thing I requested?
Yes.
Okay. So what is this? Go away. So here you took from this amount, you took 100 times this would be 33.25 US. Don't worry, I'll write it here for you. You check in your account and go, hey, what happened? There's a minus sign here. Where did this go? Where did this go? Went over here. So you have this left, right? This number, account balance, cash, buying power. You can't have this because you just gave him this. So how can you have that left? That's impossible. You kind of get it? Understand? This was here before for 3,500 US, right? This morning?
Yes.
And you started? You bought a deal from John, is that true? Well, you did. So you can't have this anymore. That's impossible. But in your account, you see the proof of the deal. You see this thing. This is your deal, right? That's what you paid for. That's what you wanted. That's what you have. That's what you own. Understand?
Yes.
And this was here. This was here. It was an exchange. I'm gonna show you. Is that better for you? So John wrote a deal, right? He wrote a legal agreement to give his shares away to you for 490 at any time between now and June 13. All 100 shares. And you got paid for it. Everybody okay now? You gonna get what's going on for each side?
Yes.
So what's his downside? His downside is he's gonna lose his 100 shares. And he will only be paid 490 for it. I don't care if Triple Q is 700, doesn't matter. All he's gonna get is 490. That's the deal he made. That's the deal he accepted. So that's his downside, right? He's limited. He can only get paid 490 for his shares. He gets to keep this no matter what happens, right? This is his. You don't get deal money back, okay? Just so you know, it's not like refundable. So he's happy because this is like free money for him, right? But there's a price. He can lose his shares, right? So that's what's going on with him. That's his liability. Your liability is You don't have the shares. You just have a deal to buy the shares. And you only have till June 13th. You understand?
Yes.
This deal is not forever. There's a date here. Okay, so there's a date here. Okay. So you can take the deal anytime at 490, right? Suppose you took the deal today, how much would you make? You'd make $27. Is that true?
Per share. Yeah. So around 2,700.
Okay. So really, you're only down like $6, right? Because you paid 3,300 for the deal. Does that make sense? You paid 33.25, remember? 100 times this. There's a number here you paid for this deal, right? This is what you paid out. Is that true? But the present value of the deal is 2,700. You just told me you'd be worth 2,700. Remember? So you're down $9. You're down $600, right?
Yes.
So $600 basically is what we call COB. Gotta make it back. We talked about this COB, right? Cost of doing business, like your rent, your overhead costs, I don't know, your staff, payroll, right? It's a big fancy word for your cost of being in business, right? You got to cover the cost, right? Make sense? Because you're paying this out up front. Got it? So how do we make this back? How do we make this number? What do you think is needed? Real easy, right? If this goes up $6, don't you make 600 US?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But not exactly. Because that would be if you actually own the shares. Do you own the shares?
No.
You have the right to buy the shares, but you don't own the shares. So I'm going to show you how the pricing of this deal works. Something's called delta, and it tells you how much this deal goes up versus how much the price of the stock goes up. I'm going to do an example so it becomes a little bit easier for you. 490 has a delta of 0.79. See this number here? 0.79? What does that mean? It means that for every dollar that the stock goes up, I have to write this out. For every dollar, by the way, everything that I teach here is kind of like advanced, okay? So we are going to be doing this class over and over again. This is not like, not really straightforward or what people talk about, right? It's really a little bit out of the norm. That's why I'm doing it, okay? So for every dollar that Triple Q goes up, the deal price goes up 79 cents. Per, I'm going to say per deal. I'm going to say share deal. What does that mean? Okay. If Triple Q goes up $1, it'd be 518. Make sense?
Yes.
the deal price would go up 79 cents. Presently, the deal price on this, let's take a look. Last, this is bid ask last. Last just means the last price it traded. So what's the present deal price? 33.22, right? Right here, this number, this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just write this here. Present price for the share deal. Share deal just means this thing here, the price for the share deal. Because remember, these are deals, right? And there's a cost for these deals. I just call it a share deal. Okay, this number. Okay. So the present price for the share deal is 33.22, right? Make sense? That's what we see.
Makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
Okay, so your share deal here, you paid what? You paid 33.25, right? This thing. Okay. All right, because remember, deals have the deals have a price for it, right? And they quote it per share, right? So that's what you get for the deal. It's 33. Your cost is 33.25 per share. That's the deal price for each share. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So what they're saying is, if the stock goes up $1, this thing goes up 79 cents. There's a delta. That's what delta is. So it would be 33.22 plus 79 cents. Here, I'll write it out for you. 33.22. Here's my plus sign. Always the simplest things that hold me back. 79. I'm just gonna say 0.79. Okay, this same thing, right, is added. So that would be what? It would be like about $34, right? Make sense? This would be $34. Let me add
Yes.
these. Okay, 3401. How's that? I'll be exact. Okay, so this would be 3401. I want to make sure I understand. Let's say this thing went up $5. All right. Okay, so it goes to what? 522. Okay, I'll just put it in brackets here. Okay, it would be 5 times this number, right? So it wouldn't be as remember, for every dollar it goes up 79 cents, right? So if you're up $5, it'll be 5 of these, right? It'll be 5.79 cents. You understand?
Yes. So 79 cents times 5.
Yeah, about $4. So this would be like 37.22.
Okay.
The new deal price would be 37.22. Okay. So the value of your option would be this times 100, right? 3,700 US. Because if this is the price per share and you have a deal for 100 shares, right? When your value of this deal, this contract would be 100 times this number, which is 37.22 US. Right? Your deal that you own, that would be the new value. Right? Because right
Yes.
now, your deal, if the market value for your deal is this number. What does that mean? It means that if you sold your deal to someone else who wants the same deal, suppose Ronnie says, hey, I want that deal. and you go, "Ah, I don't want this deal anymore. I don't like triple Q. It scares me." Okay, you can sell your deal. You can sell your contract. So deals are just like stocks and indexes. You can buy and sell them. No one says you gotta wait till June 13th to buy or sell them or exercise them. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you how to exercise the deal now, and then that will be it for a while. So let's say let's pretend you're sugar mama. Okay. I hate
Yeah,
using this example, but I think it's fun. Okay.
it's
So you go,
fine.
"Hey, it is fun. Hey, Ronnie, you're the girl I met at the mall? Yeah. She's 49. Oh shit, she's a sugar mama. Is that right, Vince?" I say, "Yeah, that's the purpose, Ronnie. You got it." I say, "Good job, boy. All right. So what's the benefit?" Well, Ronnie, she got she got 49 grand US. Holy shit. Really? Yeah, and I convinced her to lend it to me. What? Boy, you're such a boy toy. Wow, that's amazing. So he puts 49 grand in your account. Okay, so this is you. So a big, she gives it to you cash, I don't know, and you deposit it in your account. You get it transferred to your account. So I see this big fat number tomorrow. Actually, let's say it's today. Okay. Apparently she's really fast and she loves you. Oh my gosh. Poor woman. So desperate. Oh God. Okay. Hey, listen, I don't judge, okay? So you got this amount. So you go, "Hey Ronnie, let's get the shares instead. Instead of having a deal for the shares, right? Let's get the shares. Let's exercise the deal. Let's take the deal. How do we do that?" No problem, Vince. Let's do that. Let's do the order right now. So here's what you do. You go here and let me think now. Which one would it be? Let's try management. Oh, what's this? Exercise options. Exercise deals. Remember, options are called deals, okay? I just don't call them options because options doesn't mean anything to me. You understand?
Yes.
So exercise a deal. Exercise means do it. Give it to me now. I want it. Cool?
Cool.
Exercise an option. I want the deal now. Okay, what deal do you want? Well, mm, I want the deal. It's June 25. The call. Strike price is 490. They call it strike price. Big fancy word for where the deal is at. I don't like using these terms. I can use them. I know what they are. And I guess if I was at university, I would speak like that. But that's not where I am. I'm with my buddies, so I need to speak language that you understand. Okay.
Yes.
So you remember the 490? That they call it the strike price. And they don't call them these, they call them options. And they don't call it how long the deal is for, they call it the experiment. And they don't call it a deal to buy something, they call it a call. Okay. You have one contract. They call them contracts as well, by the way. Don't call them deals. Okay. It's gonna cost you 25 bucks. Questrade, they want a little bit admin fee, a little processing fee. They're not in this business just to do these things for you for free. Okay? Just so you know. All right, what's the underlying security? It's triple Q. Right? Underlying security means what's the deal about? What's the name? They call it the underlying security. Okay. Option symbol. Option symbol. What the heck's that? Well, apparently these deals have symbols that represent them. So let's go look it up. And you go, oh man, it's so complicated. The hell. So if I put in triple Q here, and I go to options, it's gonna give me what? This thing, the contract name. Yeah, guess what they want, right? They want the contract name. This thing, symbol, contract name. All right, I'm gonna show you. Vince is going, oh man, Ronnie, this stuff is just out of the world. Right, so here's the date, right? Remember we have June 13th, remember? Right?
Yes.
This thing, June 13th. Okay.
I'm sorry, is
Remember
your
we,
screen supposed to be different right now? I still see telechart.
oh,
Is it frozen?
let me
Because I don't
fix
see
that.
anything moving. Yeah.
Yeah, let me fix that. I'm gonna go in here. And I'm just gonna make sure you have that share screen. Full screen. But it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can you see it now?
No, it actually says that I have control of your screen.
Oh,
It's weird. Yeah,
okay.
that's what it says
Let's,
on my end.
okay, I'm gonna stop the remote control.
Yeah.
So you don't have control anymore of the keyboard. And I'm gonna see if I can do that thing now. So I'll say here, boom, here. The screen sharing is, why is that? Why would we pause? Well, let me stop the share and then I'll restart it. Don't know why it's paused.
Okay, we're good now.
So somehow one of us paused the screen share. I'll take the blame for that. I have no idea what happened there. All right, so here is what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the symbol for what they require. Okay, so here's the call, right? These are calls here, and here's the date. You can see the screen, okay?
I can. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, okay. So this is what we own. So we're gonna look up 490. Okay, there's some numbers here. 285, 395. So the one we own is 490, right? The one we have, you remember the one we bought, that thing? This thing
Yeah.
here?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to write this down. QQQQ 2506 13 C00 49. Oh, maybe this one. 490 000. Go back to Questrade. So ABCD, what's that? That's a symbol. Do you have an example underneath there, Vince? Right?
Yes.
ABCD. So triple Q. 25 is the year, 06 is the month, 13 is the day. Cool? It's the date. Okay, that's the date. C, it's a kind of deal. In this case, it's a call. That's what C means, call.
Yes.
And then the price. 0.049. Okay, let's see if that will take. Okay. So this is how this would work. Okay. Now, get this out of the way. System here. And I'd hit confirm. Make sense?
Sense.
Hit confirm. And your request has been processed, right? Okay. So if you go here, you'll see that this is in the system. Okay, this thing here is in the system. If you go to request history, right? You know, thing you requested, thing you want done. It's right here, right?
Yeah.
So you call me and go, hey, girlfriend, apparently she broke up with me and I gotta give her money back right now because yeah, she's gonna have the police after me. She found out I really don't love her. I'm just using her as a sugar mommy. I'm like, oh, Vince, man, how you get yourself in this shit? And I said, Ronnie, you better cancel that order to exercise the option because that 49 grand US, I can't keep it. I'm going to go to jail. I said, all right. Calm down, brother. So take it easy. Next time, you know, take a little bit more time the way you pick your sugar mamas, okay? See, I'm going to just cancel this deal. You understand? There's a cancel button
Yeah.
here.
I see.
Okay. All right. 11 o'clock's up. I think your head should be hurting a little bit by now. Yeah.
It
So
hurts.
you,
It hurts, yeah.
you can go relax at the gym. Um, we'll reconnect tomorrow, whatever. Enjoy your day, okay? And then
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
take it straight. Yeah, go ahead, Vince.
I'm going to Montreal tomorrow morning.
Okay, let me just set up the profile so it can work independent from you. Give me 1 sec here. Okay, I have to change this.
Yes.
So this way I can do the trading on my own without you. How long you going for?
It might be 2 to 4 days.
Okay, cool.
So it might be tough for me to actually meet with you until Monday again.
Oh, no worries. Like I say, I'm good on my own. I'm just gonna be doing the trading thing, right? So what will happen
Yeah.
is I will practice logging in to make sure I can get in, right? When
Yeah.
if ever you want to log in or see or whatever, right? I'll just send you the code, or you can also request it via email. Okay. So you know when they
Okay.
ask you to send you the code, rather than using your phone number, right? You can just use your email address. So that's how you can get in. Okay.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
just want to make sure I can get before you go. Let me just make sure I can get in on my own. Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
just do that.
Awesome.
So, oh, let's see. Vince is in Montreal. This is good too because I need you to be my backup, right? In case,
Yes.
I'm not around or, whatever. So I'm just gonna make sure I can do this on my own before you take off. Oh, so this in here. All right, Vincent is perfect. So this gives me ability, you know, as your business partner, I'll just keep making money, managing the risk here. When we have our class, we'll do this together. If when you're doing your other stuff or whatever, this will be in the background, right? So my goal is to make money from the account, manage the account, manage the risk. Your goal is when you can, right? We'll connect. So whenever you have a window to be back for class or whatever, right? You just text me, okay?
Okay, beautiful. Yeah,
All
just
right.
'cause I'm taking my friend do an ITF.
Oh,
He's much older and he's somebody I may do business with as well. And
sweet.
it's just like I'm gonna be with him the whole time. I don't really want to like I might be like doing some work with him, just so I can get some more cash to put into our account, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful. Listen,
Yeah.
you don't. I want you to focus on that, right?
Yes,
Making money, and then financing the account, right? Because the more I
exactly.
have, is the more I can make for us, right? And
Yes.
yeah, don't feel badly because bro, I basically fast tracked you in the last week, like I mean that's as fast as it gets. So you did pretty good. I mean, you're at
Thank
least
you.
you're connected at some level, right? As far as how things work. I know there's a lot
Yes.
of detail, but I can't really do any shortcuts, Vince. Everything that I told you is everything that you need to know in detail. I can't miss anything out, right? So this is good. Go make some money on the
Okay.
account. I'll do what I do, right? When you can, whenever that is, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, whatever you need, brother. Take it because I can't help you with those things. I can only do what I do, which is this part. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. All right. So have a safe journey. And then when you're back, whenever that is, you can let me know. If you ever, if you ever want to reach out or whatever, I'm around you. You got my number. You know what I'm doing, right? So you're good.
Sounds great.
All
And
right. And
I have a lot of content already. I was
cool.
thinking of making a YouTube channel,
Do it.
and I think maybe if this is something you want to do while we're not meeting, do you remember like the very, very basic stuff at the Starbucks and then
Yep. Yep.
the first meeting after,
Yep.
where it was just
Yep.
like you told the story about, difference between Japanese and
Oh yeah,
American
yeah, 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 yeah.
traders and
Yeah.
just like the very
Yep.
basic, like fun stuff and basically never buy garbage stocks, only QQQ. Uh, like the basic spiel, maybe even just keep it under an hour, but maybe that would be the first video so that
Sure.
if I upload the lessons after,
Yep.
maybe it would be,
Good idea. So
yeah,
you let me know when you want me to do that with you, whatever the end time that is, right? And then
yes,
I'll do it with you, okay? And then because really hey, if you have the ability to multitask like that, right, where
yeah,
you're doing something with this new business tennis person in Montreal, and you want to do the YouTube thing, I'm good with that. I can multitask. I got lots of time on my hand. I got like this trading thing. I got my tennis. I actually I go a lot faster, but because I have to teach you and trade at the same time, you actually slow me down. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I
thank you.
whenever you want to get it set up, Vince, you just let me know.
Okay, beautiful.
All right. So have a safe journey, and if I need anything, I'll let you know. But as far as I'm concerned, I can log in and I can do the trades or whatever. And I know what you're doing. That's a good idea. Go make some money, right? I want to get to a point where we actually can buy the physical shares as opposed to just the right to buy the shares.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that'd be really cool. Um, Speak to your accountant, maybe inform him as far as what you're doing, right? Um, you can, yeah, I don't know if that's a benefit to you, but that's your timing, right? That's really your call.
Okay, I will. And I'll also take care of the linking the bank account as well.
Yeah, uh, yeah, do that maybe after 4, because maybe it's really busy during the day with the system, right?
Yeah.
So maybe later at night, it's not so busy on the Quest rate system because it looks like it was timing out
Okay.
the
I see.
connection or whatever. I mean, maybe it's my
Yes.
connection. I don't know.
All right.
All right,
All right.
cool. All right, take it easy. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Enjoy the day. Leave some
Yeah.
girls for me as well. Don't take them all.
I'm gonna leave some sugar mamas for you so you can get 49 grand US. How's that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some due diligence as well.
Hey,
So yeah.
hey, don't get a sugar mama. I'm just joking. Don't do that.
Oh,
You're gonna get us both in trouble.
okay.
All right, Vince, take it easy. See you.
Okay. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.